Brown is less of a real color in the rainbow, Roy G. Biv, and more of a trick of perception. Brown isn't a color that your eyes just see. It's something your brain decides. Now let's decide on a review for this Chris Brown album. As you might recall from the electromagnetic spectrum and prisms, light is a wave. And when it comes to color, light has different wavelengths bouncing off of objects and entering our eyes. Our retina's 3 cone cells detect red, green, and blue ranges. And the brain translates those signals into color. But brown is special. It doesn't exist as its own, as a pure wavelength. Instead, your brain interprets brown as a darker, rich, warm, or orange color and uses surrounding context to frame brown. That means that color isn't just physics, it's context. And I think about how a person who is brown skin, dark skin will appear oranges in one place and more of their rich brown color in another. And that depends on lighting and neighboring context. This becomes especially important in the filming industry, where historically lighting technology has been framed around lighter skin. Because it's been framed around lighter skin tones and hues, it often causes a darker skin and brown skin to be ashy and flat, lacking detail. More inclusive technology and cinematography and thought has helped to correct this. It's shown that black skin, dark skin is not the issue. It's how technology interpreted it, improved, and captured darker skin. Beyond science, brown carries an emotional meaning because it's dominating nature. You've got coffee, earth, wood, soil, chocolate. So we often associate it with warmth and comfort and richness and depth. And the Chris Brown album didn't have many of those qualities, if any. Let's get into it. If you see me looking, I've got my notes. Leave Me Alone had a great opening by Metro Boomin. He's got a real talent at orchestrating who could be at my door. I do this like after school, so I'm like, who is this? But the seniors are graduating. They're so cute. I'm going to miss them. Metro Boomin's talented at mixing the hip hop beats with the piano and the violins. I think his greatest work was honestly the Spider-Man projects, and I hope he's doing the 3rd movie when that ever comes out. But after 1 minute and 30 seconds, the beat changes into something that sounds like an interlude when you're at a tour and the band's just playing so that the main artist can go change, and then it's like time to introduce the band and they do the and Ron on the drum. That's what this beat sounds like, just generic and bland. Now, I love the lyrics on this song. I feel like they can resonate with a lot of people. He says, like, leave me alone. They keep trying to rewrite what I survived, or I don't need directions. I've already been there. Great writing. Good for anybody to kind of use as motivation. Good song. Y'all, I just looked at the album time. It's 1 hour and 32 minutes. Chris Brown has so much time. Or maybe he has a lot of passion, which is great. Obvious was a cute, generic R&B song. I had to look up what a honey pack was. He's like in his 30s and he's needing honey packs. Is this an endorsement? Like, is he getting paid to have a title track all about that Henny and a honey pack? I think... I don't know. I don't find a honey pack sexy. I don't think it would be sexy to most ladies. It would kind of be like, oh, you need a honey pack? I thought I was enough. Or you're not having a good day? Let's just chill. Yeah, that's like somebody singing about Viagra. What? Everybody loves the song It Depends, but it's cute. It's another sample. Hopefully him and Usher mix the Roots song and this together. He even has a song named Slow Jams, which is another song by Monica and Usher. So it's kind of like Usher's referenced twice on this. Did he just come out with this album for the tour? Anyway, It Depends sounds like a Ty Dolla $ign song, and I am so happy Ty Dolla $ign is not on the track. It's a cute song, I guess. It's just another sample. It was at this point where I was like, hey, I think this album is like just for strip clubs. So no real depth, like I said, no real emotional ties. Fallen, I'm happy it wasn't an Alicia Keys remake. I liked Leon Thomas on the track and them two collaborating with each other. Leon Thomas has established a reputation already of an artist and a instrumentalist and really playing music and being very musical and organic. So I think that lends a great new fresh take on a song when he collaborates with Chris Brown. I like the open confession on the song Hate Me. Chris Brown was singing on this, and I like the choir-like accents in the background. Call Your Name. So y'all know I'm an undercover hood girl. And I love this track. I don't care what y'all say. I love the sexy red part and the ooh by Glorilla. It's fun. I like the beat switch ups in between the two artists, the two girls. It's just fun, and I like Chris Brown's melancholy melody on the track and the repeat eats throughout the song. Now, this next 3-track run makes me think about all his business. Like, how many times has Chris Brown actually said, I love you? And how many times has he meant it? How many relationships has he been in? Or does he not really want to be in a real relationship? Any girl who's with him, are you really like stable, secure? Because to me it doesn't seem like he wants to settle down. Once again, these next 3 tracks prove that it's just strip club music, and he's just very artificial, in my opinion. The song For the Moment, nope, but he was singing nicely. F.N. Party was a no. Red Rum was a no, but I'm still a Young Boy Never Broke Again fan. Correction, 4-track run was terrible and just for the party scene. And that includes the song It's Not You, It's Me. Correction, 5-track run. This song, Say Nothing, was a no. He really is not saying nothing. Slow Jams featuring Lucky Daye. They both sound nice. I appreciate the collaboration. However, the writing was very surface level. Perfect Timing featuring Friday was a sample. Again, it was okay. The front of the mouth singing that Chris Brown is kind of off-putting, but it's still one of the more appealing songs to me. Oh, by the way, I thought Friday was Don Toliver or Gunna. They all sound the same. And what do you think about this notion that Fetty Wap is kind of the pioneer of the sing-song rapping? Because at the same time, I'm kind of like, it reminds me of Trap Queen. You tell me. In My Head was a no. I just gotta let you guys know that the album cover is a no too. Something's just a little off with it. In My Head Revisited was actually a cool, mellow jam. Well, he said it. He said it, guys. On the track, What Is Love? He said he does not know what love is. He said, my heart's been turned off. Heartbreak for me is on a loop. And I think it's good that he's writing about it. However, the next step after admitting it is to get therapy, to stop, to chill, to get some help and fix it. If he wrote about, or maybe will write about, how he's healing his past trauma, that would be innovative. That would be deep. That would be depth. That would be Brown. The track Something in the Water, strip club song. Won't Let Me Leave was a little toxic, but was cute. He was singing on this one, and I like the beat. Hashtag Body Goals was fun. It's one for the millennials because we used hashtags in the generation prior. But Tank's singing on this was delicious, and his writing is fun and quirky and well done. Chris Brown comes in on the track well too. This one's gonna be on the repeat in the gym, which I'm sure was a focus. Colors was wonderful. I really liked the beat. It was jumping, it was fresh, it was new. The verses were really short though. Now, Chris, we know you not kissing no Hershey Kiss skin, and we know that you're not eating any chocolate bars for breakfast. Why you fronting? Why you playing on this song called Skin to Skin? It was a generic and pandering R&B song to women with dark skin. When I saw the title theme song, I already knew what the song was going to be. I was like, oh, I bet it's just an upbeat anthem. I was like, this your theme song, turn up. What do you know? That's similar to what the lyrics said. Add in some go stupid, go crazy, dance, shake it. Woohoo. Your Time was fun. I like the fast flow. The way he sang it created its own beat. It was nice. It's Personal was yet another song where he is pleading for people to understand that he is him and he don't care about the haters in the comments. Holy Blindfold was cute. It was cute. It reminds me of a cool spring day. It was very short and there's not much writing going on there though. Thank goodness, the end. My overall thoughts. It has a lot of strip club songs, grown and sexy songs that are just kind of generic, that don't really have any depth. It's a little disappointing because he's got kids. We want to hear you talk about fatherhood. We want to hear you talking about how you express yourself through dance even. There weren't a lot of up-tempos here. Dang, and if you're really comparing yourself to Michael in terms of your talent, where are the We Are the World songs? Where's Earth songs? Where is They Don't Really Care About Us? Where is the message for the community? I believe with my whole heart that Chris Brown is very talented. I'm just waiting for him to mature because most of his audience has. Thanks for watching my review. I hope you subscribe. I talk about music and science and sometimes some teacher tips. Pinky ring worth about $250. Ooh, ay. Two-tone my Lambo, that's trippy. Ooh, ay. Bottle after bottle, now she's tipsy. Ooh, can't trust these 'cause they iffy.